Potential is a complete waste of your time. Why is this? People completely obsess over their potential. They think that, oh man, my potential is not good enough, or maybe, I don't know, I don't think my potential is going to be able to actually get there. But when people dive so deep and they care so intensely about what their potential is, they never actually really achieve anything. There's this quote from a bodybuilder called Mike Menser, and I'll just actually play the clip real quick.
In order to train as hard as possible, you must retain a clear image of your purpose. Once your goal is sharply but realistically defined, all that remains is carrying out your plan. Don't, however, worry about your individual potential. Potential is only the expression of a possibility, something that can be assessed accurately only in retrospect. In other words, you'll never know how good you might have become unless you try. So let's get with it.
You will never know how good you might have been unless you try. So let's get with it. This is a really powerful quote because you start to understand that so many people are so worried about getting started because they don't think they're actually going to be able to achieve something great, but they just need to get started. If you don't get started, you will never see where you end up. If you don't get started, you will never see how far you can go. If you don't get started, you will never see the strength at which your body is capable. If you don't get started, you will never know how wealthy you could possibly become. This is why potential is such a waste of time, because people get so caught up on what they might be able to achieve or what they might not be able to achieve, then they never actually achieve anything. So stop caring about potential. Don't even bring up the word potential, because potential is a complete waste of your time. Especially in stuff like bodybuilding, a lot of people care so much about their genetics. Now, while genetics are super important and the average Joe is never going to make it to the Olympia stage, this doesn't mean that they can't have a great physique. And just because maybe your genetics in bodybuilding, for example, are not that of Chris Bumstead, it doesn't mean that you can't build a fantastic physique. So stop worrying about your potential. Stop worrying about where and how far you might be able to go, and rather just get started and see how far you can go. And as always, strive for greatness.